Man, welcome back to another episode of the Think Successfully Room. This is a platform where we focus on building mindsets, we building character, bringing value to both you and your people, and aligning your body with your intelligence. I'm your host, QB, so effing amazing, man. Blaqamore, good seeing you, brother.
What's good, man? What's going on?
Man, not much, man. So, man, I got an interesting topic for you and the audience today, man. So, it's about your personality and how your personality can possibly kill you. You know what I'm saying? So, I sent over an article to you, right? That the title is "Your Personality is Killing You," right? So they go over five traits, right? Of a personality, right? So the first trait is agreeableness, right? You have you know guys that are extroverts. Conscientiousness, openness to experience, and then you have neuroticism as well, right? So what I want to do is I want to go through all five traits, but at first we're gonna start with the first one and then just discuss each and every one as we go down the list, right? So the first one is well, okay, let me put it like this, bro, because my thoughts is all over the place, man. How important, like, do you agree with that, with your personality killing you, depending on the trait that you may be equipped with?
Yeah, I believe it's 100%, or let me not say 100, but 99.9% responsible for everything that happened in your life.
Yeah, okay.
From when you die, from your quality of life, all that.
Okay, so the first one we're gonna start with is agreeableness, right? A tendency to act in a cooperative and unselfish manner, right? So before I allow you to answer that, bro, I wanna give my thoughts on agreeableness, right? So this trait is, I'm cool with cooperating, right? As far as my personality, if it makes sense, right? I try my best not to be selfish in a sense, right? So in the article, it stated something along the lines of, when they were talking about agreeableness, right? Let's say them times where spontaneous just isn't an option, right? So let's say it's a Tuesday, right? A Wednesday, whatever it is. You in the house working on something and you just get a random call like, "Hey man, what's going on, man? You trying to get out and about?" Nah, because it wasn't planned, right? So I try to be open about the situation. I try not to be selfish about the situation, but I'm not really the type that like to be spontaneous in that way, right? Everything I do, every move I make, it has to make sense and it has to be planned, right? So what is your take on agreeableness, and how do you feel about those spontaneous moments that may present itself?
Well, I wouldn't conflate agreeableness and spontaneous necessarily. Like, so the example
Yeah.
you brought up, you locking in or whatever project you're working on, one of the homies hit you up, say, "Yo, let's get out." As far as I'm concerned, you had already agreed with yourself. You was already locking in. You didn't agree to this other thing.
Yeah, that's
Spontaneous
true.
and agreeableness could be like two different things.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
and then with everything, there's always balance and shit too. Because sometimes you may have had an agreement to do something, but life just keep throwing everything it possibly can and say, "Nah, you may want this to happen, but it's just not gonna happen."
Yeah.
And the quote that comes to mind is from Bruce Lee when he says to be like water. And sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. It don't mean you gotta be necessarily knocked all the way off course. Maybe it's like the universal whatever way of taking you on some other journey where you can get some other type of insight or whatever it is you're working on that you ain't necessarily think you was even gonna get, and take you to another
Right,
level.
right.
It's gonna be different levels, but yeah, I would define agreeableness as either agreeing to what you already said ahead of time or just not making situations difficult, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah.
I get told a lot of times that I'm easygoing. I got a homie, he be teasing me like, "Yeah, but that nigga Black, he easygoing. He don't care. Just have a thing of dominoes, get him some water, and he ain't really tripping." You know what I'm saying? But then
Yeah.
you got people where this has to be like this, that has to be like that, and if it's not like that, then life is over. And I would like to think that's what the article is more so talking about.
Yeah, because I'm definitely one of them type, man, where yeah, if like if I agree with something, like if I woke up that morning and I said this is what I'm doing today, and you happen to call me and say, yeah, you not finna give me the buzz, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm already locked in to this is what I
Mm-hmm.
already prioritize, you know what I'm saying? So what's gonna frustrate me or what's gonna upset me if you call me and try to steer me away from that. And what's crazy is even though you don't, I didn't expect you to know what I had planned today. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like in my mind though, it upsets me when I look, this is what I want to do today, this is what I plan on doing today. So if you somebody that called me just out the blue and I feel like you're trying to distract me from doing that, I wouldn't say I get upset, but I become irritated. I become frustrated in a way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's times though, even if somebody know I have something to do, they would still push their luck and ask me to do something. And I feel like, to me, I feel like that's selfish in a way. You know what I'm saying? If you know that I have something to do, I told you that I have something to do, and you still try to steer me away from that in a sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's and kind of to that. That's why I believe in training people how to treat you. Like all my
Yeah.
homies know, I be hibernating. There's times where it's the seasons. Like they know not to even. And they be going on vacations and shit. They don't even bother calling me because they already know during these times I'm locked in.
Yeah.
I'm learning some new nerdy
Yeah.
stuff. I'll let y'all know when I'm ready to come back out. But it's, I've been
But
training them to act like that with me since I was 14, 13, 14 years old, though. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I want
but
to ask you, bro, when exactly do you know what I'm saying? Vacating is cool, don't get me wrong, but when does a vacation make sense to you?
you said, when does a vacation make sense to me?
Yeah.
Uh, I believe strongly in vacations. Because it gives you like a new perspective. Like you get to experience something you never ever experienced before in your life. That's only an environment for creativity to spark new thought. So if you're
Right.
not, as long as you ain't in the middle of something that's dire and you can afford it, I believe in vacating as much as you possibly can. Now, there's a difference between just being reckless with the vacations, going out to drink or going out to, excavate or learn something. You know what I'm saying? But I believe strongly in vacations.
Okay, so that brings me to that next trait then, the extroversion, right? So we got people, we all know what an extrovert is, right? The sociable, outgoing, expressive individuals, right? I know people personally that would actually put being around people over their responsibility. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if they will go to vacation, they will go on. So, like you said, my form of vacation is going to experience the world, going to see something that I ain't never
yeah,
seen before. But then you
yeah,
have people, their definition of a vacation is going to party, going to club, going to be
escapism.
sociable. It go, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like that's what their definition of vacation is. So I think when you look at it that way, you know, and then like I said, like they will put this over their responsibility. So even if they can't necessarily afford it, they would still spend their last and go broke just to be able to be in the spotlight, just to be able to be around a crowd of people, being able to take pictures and try to post them on social media to try to prove something that's not
hmm,
reality. You know what I'm
hmm.
saying? So when it comes to extroversion, where do we draw the line, man? What's healthy about it and what's unhealthy about that?
Well, as an introvert, I don't understand these extroverts.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Yeah.
I, I got like a social battery. Like I remember when I first started trying to podcast myself, and my thing was
Yeah.
having different guests on here, and we would just talk about whatever was trending. By
Uh,
I couldn't go 3 episodes like being around 3 different people in such a short amount of time that I didn't know because these was all like strangers. Man, I would
yeah.
need like a week of vacation from people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Damn.
it
Yeah.
it be draining to me. So I can't really explain these extroverts. What I can say, yeah, everything is a balance because you could be too introverted too. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely be too introverted. You got to step outside. But a lot what I find in both cases, extreme introverts and extreme extroverts, is usually a case of them trying to escape something. They gotta be around somebody so they could numb whatever feeling they running from, or they too
Hmm.
introverted. They don't want to come outside, face reality. They rather
Yeah.
you know do
Now,
whatever they do.
now with the extroverts, man, I'm not gonna say. So I wanna give a take on extroverts and introverts as well because I'm more introverted, but I know how to be extrovert when it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like with extroverts, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying being an extrovert is bad. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Mm-hmm.
when extroverts probably is, people that have low stress levels simply because they be around people all the time. They're very sociable, right? So they gonna have lower stress levels, right? But also when we think about an extrovert, they may also indulge in things that's not necessarily healthy for them. Right, they may consume more alcohol. They may miss more sleep. Their diet might be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because of they always have to be out and about, right? So there has to be a balance between your alone time and just doing what you know what I'm saying, doing what makes sense, right? But coming to a point that you had brought up, right? A lot of times we place ourselves around people because we are running from something that we are scared to face, right? And I see that in a lot of extroverts, right? I know at least five of them. I can name at least five people that just have to be around somebody every day, all day, every day, every
Mm-hmm.
weekend because they don't want to sit with themselves and deal with their own life and the problems that they have to solve, right? Because it forces them to think about their life and what
Mm-hmm.
they need to accomplish or what they need to do, right? So they don't want to put
Mm-hmm.
in the brain work. They don't want to put in the work actually trying to find themselves. So they escape from that by constantly putting themselves around people. You know what I'm saying? Now with an introvert, right? I know guys that just, you know what I'm saying, relatives that just want to sit in the house. They don't want to they find it very difficult to go out and socialize with people. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
like you were saying, like there has to be a balance, man. It's cool to be an introvert, but you have to get outside and experience life at the same time. Right? But
Yeah,
how
go
I
touch some
how I look
grass.
at that, yeah, go man, go touch some grass, go on the walk, anything. Like even if you're not the partying type, it's cool to go out and adventure, like be adventurous. You know what I'm saying? See the world and see new cultures, see new people. It's cool to, you know what I'm saying? Now, one thing I get out of the whole partying thing, that's not me. I'm gonna tell you in the door. If you call me, and anybody call me like, man, you trying to go out to the club, you trying to go out to the bar, it's a no in the gate because I don't care. I don't care to be around people that's not benefiting me. You know what I'm saying? We talking about we're around a bunch of people that I don't know. Everybody is drunk, they intoxicated. Anything can happen. And I'm too much of a fly in the wall. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
can't keep my eye on everybody and I don't like the feeling of that. You know, if
Yeah.
we go into an event, and it's it's a networking event and I'm actually learning something, then cool. I'm cool with getting out of my comfort zone for that because it's value in that. But like I done tried to put myself in a position to be in a bar, to be in a club, to see my response, and it just wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? I'm too observant for that. So when we talk about being an extrovert, I'm not with all that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, like when it comes to like, do you know anybody or how do you have any relatives and friends that's introverts, or is there a balance of people that you know that are introverts and extroverts?
All my, everybody in my circle is opposite of me. So I only attract extroverted people. I don't think
Mm.
I might have one or two introverted friends. Everybody else is extroverted, including my girl. Like everybody, I guess it makes sense because opposites attract. But when
Yeah.
you was bringing up the you don't like going out to the club point, I remember like the first time I realized, I remember just standing in the club, tired, feet hurt, we just seen some niggas looking like they shouldn't be in here. They about to take all the fun away as soon as they see these other niggas. And I was like, why am I here? I don't even like this. I don't even be dancing. Why am I here?
Yeah. Hey,
Now I spent $20, $30 to get in here. This is insane. This is backwards.
Hey, when you said my bad, I'm tired, my feet hurt, like that shit got me, man. That
I'm for real, like this is not even fun to me.
Yeah, cause I be feeling the shit when I try to put myself in that situation. I'm like, damn, do y'all really enjoy this shit? Cause I don't. Like a lot of these motherfuckers goofy in here. Like a lot of these motherfuckers in here doing shit, trying to be center of attention and shit. He drinking more than he can handle. Like it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of activity in one place that I'm not fucking with, man. Nigga, after the night, don't call me about no more clubs or nothing, man, because you gonna get a no in the dope, man. I'm cool. When y'all want to go see some shit, explore the world, like go climb a mountain or some adventurous ass shit like that, then hit me up. But I ain't, man. I fuck the club, man. I ain't with all that shit. She over here popping her ass, and this shit stank. And like that shit, like it's a bunch of hey, it's a bunch of activity that I'm not cool with, man. And then another thing is too, like how you brought up the point, like, man, these niggas just walked in the door and it looked like they just walked in. They ain't trying to kick it. They came in here looking for somebody, right? But let's say you in the club, right? And sometimes it be shoulder to shoulder. It be so many people in that motherfucker, man. You can accidentally bump somebody. Not saying it happened, but it could. You can accidentally bump somebody. Apologize to the man, but like his ego was so in the way that he ain't trying to hear all that. So next thing you know, an altercation then to happen or a situation that happened all because you rub somebody that, it's very easy for that to happen. Like women, I feel like women don't really have to worry about that shit so much, but a man do. You know what I'm saying? But then you got niggas in the club that's there for the sole purpose of trying to take your woman.
Only reason they there.
Yeah. They, like I done heard a nigga out his own mouth say, man, I'm trying to go to the club and fuck some, man. That man said, I'm trying to fuck somebody's wife, man. That's what he, but like, I know as an introvert, like I'm cool on that, man. Like, I don't really care to be part of the conversation the following day on social media. I don't really care to, post about, oh man, that party was live or that party was this and this and that, man. Y'all got it, man. Cause like one thing I realized the first time I went is that I really spent 4 or 5 hours of my life not learning nothing, man. And I didn't like the feeling of it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't learn nothing that entire time I was there, and I didn't like it. So, you know what? I'm gonna remain an introvert, man. Y'all can have that life, man. I'm cool with that. Like I like going to bed early on a Saturday, waking up early on a Sunday when y'all still sleeping to 12, 1, 2 o'clock. I like that life, man. I'm good with that.
Yeah, waking up hungover and shit, throwing up, drinking to throw up on purpose. I ain't understand none of that shit. Crazy.
Yeah.
Having pride and saying, man, we were fucked up. Why is there pride in that statement? Like, listen to what you're saying. Damn.
Hey, man. Hey, them niggas say that shit with joy too, man. Yeah, man. I was fucked up the other day, man. Yeah, they be proud of that. Yeah, man. I was fucked up the other day, man. I slept at 3 o'clock. Man, that sound like a nigga that ain't got no goals in life to me. That's what that sound like, shit. Now the next trait, bro, is the conscientiousness.
Hold on, real quick, because I wasn't able to actually look at that specific article. Like I had to look at other ones so I could know what we was talking about. What did it say for the extroverted and their longevity? They more likely to live longer or less likely? What did it say in that article?
So they didn't. They would say an extrovert benefit from, as I mentioned, low stress levels because they're sociable beings, right? They didn't exactly touch on the longevity of their life, but they did compared to extroverts were probably the main ones that had low stress levels because of their social network. But it also touched base on the fact that they indulge in more health risk activities like drinking and poor diets, sleep deprivation and things like that. So like even though they have low stress levels, they're still damaging their health in some way just because of the shit that they indulge in or they partaking in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so now we get to the conscientiousness trait, right? And this is more so the individuals that are being responsible. They are organized and hardworking. Now they did point this out: introverts are more likely to be conscientiousness, right? More responsible, organized, and just hardworking. So introverts are going to be the ones that wake up at 5, 6, 7 in the morning and get their day started, compared to extroverts where they probably getting up at 11, 12 in the afternoon, right? So when it comes to that trait, bro, how organized do you say you are on a daily basis, every single day?
That's actually an interesting question for me. I don't even know how to answer that for myself. You would think after living
Mhm.
with myself for 30 plus years, I could answer if I'm organized or not. I don't
Yeah.
believe I am. Many people believe that I am. I don't believe I'm disciplined. Many other people believe I am disciplined. So there's some type of
Yeah.
disconnect from my self perception and everybody else's perception of me. I believe
Yeah.
what I do believe in, I set up structure and I just got to be
Mhm.
like free within that structure and just do whatever. I don't go
Yeah.
outside of those boundaries, but like I don't like to the very last detail and having like written out agendas at this time and that time and all that. I don't do none of that. I just set up some hard rules to never break, and I just do whatever inside that boundary. So I don't believe I am, but everybody else says I am, so maybe that means I am.
But you also say you around all extroverts too, right? So I would expect the extrovert to, now I'm not gonna say all of them are unorganized, but for the most part, you probably like the one person they know wake up early. You do this at a certain time. You know how your day is gonna go, right? Because I'm not that type either that's finna sit here and write everything down. But what I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
tell
yeah.
you is I'm disciplined in a way to where I know I'm finna wake up early today. I'm finna go to the gym, and after I go to the gym, I know I'm gonna have some type of spike in energy after the workout,
Mhm.
and that's pretty much gonna propel my day after that. I'm organized in that sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what
Me
I'm
too.
saying? So
Yeah,
that's probably what they looking like. Damn, he up at 6, 7 o'clock. Cause what you said you get up at 7, right?
yeah. I'll be up at 7. I have my
Yeah. So
push-ups for breakfast and
uh,
do a quick little workout, and then as long as I start the day like that, like you said, it propels the rest of the day. It's only my day can only go so bad as long as I stick to those rituals in the morning, and I'm in bed at a
I,
certain time at night. Takes away so much random bullshit that could potentially happen. But I like to be free within
yeah,
the meantime. Whatever happens in between that, then cool.
and I was just finna say that, bro. Like I realized too, like if you can make it a habit, just a simple habit to get up every single morning, uh, go get a workout in, knowing that it's something about a workout that spikes your energy, right? And that's all that's needed to propel your day, right? And for
Mm-hmm.
me, that's I mean, that's organized. That's being responsible. You know what I'm saying? Being early. So
Yeah.
they probably looking at Blaqamore like, damn, he wake up early, he get a workout in every morning. I need to, like, he organized or he responsible. I take that as it being responsible as far as like, like what you want to do in life, trying to accomplish things and knowing that you got to get up early to get a jump start on these things. Get your workout in first thing
Yeah.
in the morning, and then yeah, that's my caffeine right there, is that workout, and that's
Yeah.
that's gonna help me
Yeah.
get through my day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think so they did tie conscientiousness to introverts just because of how we were. Like somebody that's in the house all the time or like their alone time, we actually get energized from that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
compared to extroverts, they get energized from being around people. You know what I'm saying?
People. Yeah.
Introverts get
Yeah.
energized from being alone. You know what I'm saying? Like when I
Mm-hmm.
when I'm alone, I feel like goddamn Superman. Like shit, I'm charged up right now. I be in my
Mm-hmm.
head. I'm thinking about my next move. I know, like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. My work done for the day. I sit here, reflect, I contemplate. Okay, morning time, I'm gonna do the same exact thing. I'm finna wake up at 6, 7 in the morning. I'm gonna go to the gym, and then this is what I'm gonna work on tomorrow. And my cell phone going off. So if you call me and my shit go to voicemail, I don't want to talk, man. I'm trying to get rich. That's that be my whole thing. Like, I get charged up from that. That's what makes my day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, I think, and then, right, so they also so the hard work and all of that ties together with conscientiousness, being responsible, organized, and working hard, right? So we the type that on this Friday, Saturday night, we not out kicking it, you know what I'm saying? We when y'all out drinking and getting intoxicated, smelling, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers, smelling motherfuckers all night, we probably in the house reading some shit. we probably in the house reading some shit. Goddamn it, y'all just not getting y'all night started. I done fell asleep with my phone with my book in my hand or some shit. Like, yeah. Yeah, that shit.
Am I still on? A call came through. I don't know if it messed up the recording or not.
No, you good. Nah, you back. Yeah, you back on track now, man. But yeah, I think about that all the time. Like, man, all the time, I'm like, damn. Like, even one of my homies, we was cracking jokes about that shit. I'm like, damn, bro, is we? Because a motherfucker gonna call me lame before, and I'll take that shit with pride, man. Look, I know I'm lame, man, but I'm a smart lame, though. I'm a smart lame, though. I'm cool with that. People, you call me.
And I know we're talking about, like, just on some introvert shit, but seriously, because I know that some of y'all watching this and y'all life is probably all over the place. If you just get to bed on time, I'm telling you, just make it to bed on time, that would eliminate 80% of your problems. Think about most of the bullshit people get into. It usually happens after the sun sets. Most bullshit happens at nighttime.
Yeah, that
Take
is
your ass
true.
to sleep.
That's true.
Get you some good sleep. And we talked about this in another episode. When you don't get good sleep, you wake up dumber than you're supposed to be. So if you go to bed on time, you avoid bullshit. And then when you wake up, you're smarter than you normally are because your brain got to rejuvenate. That's going to 10x your life alone. Just take your ass to bed. It's okay.
And you know, bro, since we on this topic, man, you know, I'm sticking up for all introverts, man. I'm sticking up for all introverts, man.
It's the return of the introverts.
Hey, man. Hey, it's cool. Yeah, the return of introverts, man. Man, it's cool to be a lame, man. That man, take that shit with pride. It's cool because the way I see it, when you are an introvert, man, you probably in tune with books. You probably in tune with learning. You probably in tune with trying to figure yourself out. The same shit that you have learned to face, they haven't learned to face that yet. You probably know yourself better than they know themselves because you sit with yourself more throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? So when you sit with yourself more, you travel further in your thoughts. So you actually done figure shit out way ahead of them. And the problem with them is that they scared to face that. You know what I'm saying? So when it come to introverts, man, hey man, y'all doing the right thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this, like we said though, you got to get out at some point, but don't have people thinking, have you thinking that it's something wrong with you sitting in the house. It's something wrong with you being by yourself, right? Because this is how you avoid bullshit, man. It's only like the way I see it, the more and more you put yourself into the world, the more you put yourself at risk. Especially if you don't even have the situational awareness to watch your surroundings for real, which most extroverts don't. They living for the moment. They sitting here kiki hi and whole time it's a motherfucker plotting on them and they don't even see
it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to be introverts, man. Hey, brother, man, listen, I think I'm gonna get that shit tatted, man. Introvert. I'm gonna get that shit tatted, man. Now, the next thing is, man, open to experience, right? This is more so where this is probably be more up an introvert's alley, right? Being able to experience a different culture, right? We might not get into the partying, the drinking, the dancing, and all of that, and all of those shenanigans, right? But us being in tune with nature, us going to see a different culture, going to see different people, this is what helps us, because it gives us, believe it or not, it opens up a different level of creativity when you see a different culture.
Yeah.
When you are in a
Yeah.
different environment, when you place yourself in nature, right? So just imagine if you went to a different country that you never been to before, and there's something about their culture that resonated with you as a person, and you come back to the States a whole different person, in a creative way. Right. So when it comes to being open to experience, bro, how important is it to that? Is that to you, bro?
Experience is what be making up the personality. Like that's so. I'm sure I told this story before, but I'm gonna tell it again. Are you able to see me? Because my phone is saying something.
Yeah. I can see you right now.
Okay, cool. Experience. I think we be discounting like how much somebody going through an experience be making up people's whole personality because of what they experienced. Like I became a risk taking ass nigga from an experience I had in the stock market. I became when I was younger, like a brand new adult. I had a certain view towards women because of my experience when I was a kid, and then my experiences as an adult changed who I became. Like it's all experiences. So especially if you don't like who you are, and we be knowing if we really like ourselves or not, whether we want to admit it or not. If you don't
Yeah.
like who you are, go get you
Yeah.
some new experiences. And if you like who you are, you
Fact.
know the type of experiences will continue to enhance you. It's all
Facts.
there's nothing more there's nothing more important than a good quality experience. The whole rant we just went on about the introverts and extroverts is us knowing that those type of experiences aren't good for our personality, let alone our life. Things that can happen to us externally, and then what it may even do to us internally. Like what's all that alcohol and
Yeah.
lack of sleep doing to you internally? How will your view towards niggas and women be if your primary experience with them is drunk in the club past their bedtime? You're not getting the best versions of these people. So how might your attitude towards them change? How might you start to carry yourself? Experience is everything.
That's a gem, bro. Repeat that one more time, brother. That was a gem right there, man.
Yeah. So if your primary experience with your fellow brothers and sisters is past their bedtime and full of alcohol, because during the day you sleep and you hungover and you waking up at 11 and 12. You're not even really stepping outside till the sun go down. How might your attitude be towards your own community if that's your whole perception of it? You're not getting the best version of them. You're getting them at their lowest. And that's going to have an effect on you and how you carry yourself, how you perceive the world because of this experience you keep having on purpose. You don't have to go there. You can take your ass to bed. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a lot, some experiences we can't control, but a lot we can. Like a lot, that's why I say if you take your ass to bed, get you some good sleep and drink enough water, the experiences you have will be so much more greater and it'll make you a better person. Try it.
Man, I remember. Said, try it, man. Look, hey, it ain't gonna hurt you, but like I remember, like I tell motherfuckers in the dough too. Like when I drink alcohol, man, hey man, give me a Long Island iced tea. If I decide I want to have a drink here and man, give me a Long Island or something. I'm cool with that. But like motherfuckers be, man, bro, the shit don't be fun. The shit, like, I mean, like, man, the shit don't taste good at all, man. The alcohol, the shit is very disgusting.
That's why
man.
I hate.
Like, I'm like, okay, I'm not.
Let me tell you what I hate. I used to hate when it'll get some people, niggas will get some drink, and they be like, "It tastes this tastes good." Nigga, there's no such thing as good tasting alcohol. I'm not drinking alcohol for it to taste good anyway. If I want to taste something good, let me taste some Kool-Aid or some sweet tea or something. I'm not drinking alcohol because of the taste. I'm trying to get fucked up.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
And I realized that people was drinking. They drink just for the effect of it. But y'all know this shit is not good, man. Call it for what the fuck it is, man. It's nasty. This shit is disgusting, man. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like I might have a drink occasionally, you know what I'm saying? And on occasion. You know what I'm saying? But it's motherfuckers that want to drink every weekend. It's sometimes every other day. And yeah, I'm just not with it, man. But man, bro, I don't wanna the last trait is the neuroticism,
Neuroticism.
right? And this is a trait that has something to do with a negative emotional response when it comes to stress, right? I'm sure we both know people like that don't act
Don't
well
do.
under stress. Right. So how important is it to you to keep your composure under stress?
It's a so people who are so anxious and